Shortage of rain, then we have to make some scientific solution. And that to say God is acting, God is not acting, that's not practical. We must make some solution, like irrigation.
God helps those who help themselves.
No, don't bring slogan now. No, answer this question.
Well, people are falsely thinking themselves to be independent of God.
Now, what is this question? Try to understand first of all. This question is intelligent.
Actually, it's not a fact that by relying on science one can solve one's problems when you're dealing with...
No, what they have solved. What they have solved, first of all.
They haven't solved anything.
Yeah.
Just like, say here's a field, and it's full of woods. So a farmer comes and he cuts down the trees and then he plants grain, and then it comes up this wheat. So say, well, God did not do it, I did it. So his proposal is that under such circumstances, how is the idea of God practical?
So, then practically, if God would not have given you this land, then what is scheme of tilling it? Can you till in the sky, in the air? Who has given you the land? You are very practical, but very great. Can you manufacture this land? Can you? Then God comes immediately. Or you get this water. Can you manufacture water? Or you get this air. Can you manufacture? Or you get this fire. Everything. There is God.
But then he may say, but what is the use? Because someone who is atheist and someone who is God conscious, sometimes it is found that the atheist
will suffer. Just like anyone who is outlaw does not believe in the government law, he will suffer. If somebody says, I don't care for government laws, then he will suffer. Ankara vimudatma kattaham iti varnate. He's a rascal. He may say so, like madman, but I don't care for government and government laws. But naturally he will be punished. He will be put into jail and suffer. That he cannot check. He may, with empty words, he can say, I don't care for government. But does it mean that he can escape the government laws? That is not possible. Government will see that here is a lunatic rascal, put him into the jail. That's all. Is it not? Is it not practical?
You say also that. What is the difference? You have to farm.
That is another thing, you and me. But we are talking of government laws. Whether you will be punished, I will be punished, that is different. Anyone will be punished. There is no question I and you. It is not that I am very favorite and you are not favorite. Anyone who will violate the government laws will be punished. कृष्ण शक्ति धरो तुम्हें जानो तत्व भाव जानी दाक्ष लगी पूछे साधु रखा। तो सनातन गोस्वामी की गुरु चैतन्य महाप्रभु की authorizing him to become Guru. This is parampara system. Nobody can become Guru or other self-made Guru. That is not Guru. Here, Chaitanya Sanatana Goswami is presented as a disciple, ideal disciple. He asked him, Kyami Kanamari Yadikaputra, process, how to have to ask him question. Padvidhi, Panipakina, Parikrishna, Parikrishna means question. That is also required. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is authorizing him. Therefore he said, Krishna Bhakti Bhava. Yeah, Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is authorizing Sanatana Goswami unless he has got the power to receive in his lifetime. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not going to waste his time. He has power, he is empowered. Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is that to preach Krishna consciousness all over the world. So he is empowering Sanatana Goswami to take this task and spread Krishna consciousness. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Then you will find in the Chaitanya Charitamrita the verse, Krishna Shakti Vina Nahe Nama Krishna. Without being empowered by Krishna, nobody can preach the holy name of the Lord. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahe Nama Krishna. So, without getting the power of baton, it's like even one is qualified lawyer, he must get the power of attorney from the client and then he can receive. That is the law. Similarly, without being endowed with the power of attorney from Krishna, it is not possible to preach. So, our business is, because we are preparing ourselves to preach the consciousness, we must be qualified to get the power of God. Sometimes we speak that I preach. What do we preach? First of all, get the power of attorney, then preach. Preaching is not so easy. That anyone can preach. Without Krishna Shakti Vina Nahe Nama Krishna. So to get that power of attorney, one has to qualify it. Not that the power of attorney is hanging in the tree and you can take it. No. So, how this power of attorney can be achieved? That is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam. You are saying daily, Guru, now today is Guru Purnima. Especially, you should understand what is the power of attorney. Anyone can recite this verse? Sri Guru Charana.
Sri Guru Charana Padma, Kevala Bhakti Sadma, Bando Mui Savadana.
So, this is the beginning that if you want to be devotee, then you must approach the spiritual master who has got the power. Siguru Charanapalma, Kevalu Bhava, Salma, Mandami Savadhanam. Savadhan means very careful, not coincident. Then
Janhara Prasade Vai.
Jahara Prasade Bhai, He Bhavata Krishna Bhakti Vaidana. So, why one should go to spiritual class? Because Jahara Prasade Bhai, my dear brother, if you get the benediction from the spiritual master, Jahara Prasade Bhai, what is that benediction? The benediction is not that cure my disease. They do not know. Generally, therefore they are cheated. The other day in Washington, one American with back pain, so she came for curing the leg trouble. That is going on. Why you should approach the spiritual master? There is somebody, doctor, hospital, go there. No. Yeah, you show me your miracles. And people are also cheating them. Some miracles have become God. This is way. But the miracle of spiritual master is Jahara Prasade Bhai, Eva Bhakti. This is no more material existence. Then this also Riya Jnana. The Riya Jnana means one can cross over the ocean of Nisa. That is real gain, that is the real favor of spiritual. Not that cure your leg and again walk here and again become break your leg and again come. Not like that.
Krishna Prapti Hoyega.
Krishna Prapti Hoyega. That is Krishna. One who can give you Krishna. Krishna है तुम्हारा कृष्ण गीते पारो भारी भारी तपो पाचे भगवान. Krishna, I am sitting under Krishna, Vaishnava Thakur, my spiritual master. So, Krishna is your problem. Krishna is not independent. He is the property of the devotee. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite par, dhai tomo pachipas. I'm just following you, sir. Because Krishna is your property. If you like, you can deliver, take it immediately. So, it is not fragmenting, it is Shastra. Vedesu durlava anubhava. You cannot get Krishna by standing on Veda. Vedesu durlava. Durlava means it is not possible. Athāli devi upadāmbujaddhara prasadadeshāna grihikariva janāti tattam. Prasadadesha, one has got little favor of Krishna. He knows Krishna Tattva. Jatkarna katakha bhaivatam gaurami vastamam. Prabhupada Saraswati, he has made one poetry. Koivallam narakayati. Koivallam means to merge into the Brahma existence. No difference. Oneness, that is called Koivallam. So for a Vaishnava, the Koivallam is as good as the hell. Prabhupada Saraswati says, Koivallam narakayati. This Koivallam. No Vaishnava will say, now I am going to merge into the existence. Because they hate it as hell. Kaivallam Narakaya. Then heavenly planets, Tidasapura Akasa Pushpayati. Tidasapura means the heaven, but so many millions of demigods live. They consider, Vaishnava consider as Akasa Pushpa. We don't use phantasmatic. It doesn't know where. Akasa Pushpa. That means Komi Gyani. Gyani, they are after liberation, merging into the existence, Brahma existence. The Vaishnava say this achievement is as good as one who goes to the hell. Then heavenly planet Komis, they might have past activities, they want to go to the heavenly planet. So, Vaishnava says, what is this heavenly planet? It is heavenly planet. There is no actuality. Then yogi, the yogi's main business is to control the senses. That is real yoga. Yoga is real control. Controlling the senses so that mind can be in peaceful condition. Without controlling your senses, mind cannot be. Then you can apply this mind for meditation. If your mind is agitated, what is this nonsense meditation? First of all, control the mind, then think of meditation. Dhyana Tadvatina Manasa. We have to meditate with the mind. But if the mind is agitated, where is the question of meditation? You are both. So, for a yogi, the first business is yam, asana, pranayama, dhyana, dharana, pratyahara, ashtanga guru. Then, when mind is controlled, then he can remain in trance, always thinking of Vishnu. Then he do the first thing is to control the mind, control the senses. So that is also, declared by the devotee. He says that Duttanta Indriya Kala Sattva-patali Prathata Damastrayati. The senses are just like venomous serpent, always agitated. And as soon as one sense touches another sense, then finished. Spiritual life finished. Just like the serpent, if it touches even little, immediately your life is finished. Similarly, our senses are very strong, just like as strong as the serpent, uncontrollable. So, why it is so dangerous? Because it has got the fame. It is not fame. Why? But there are physicians, in the Ayurvedic physicians, they know, they capture snakes and they take away the fang for making medicine. They are also used as medicine. So if the poison teeth is broken, then it is no more dangerous. No more dangerous. It may have very big wound, but one who knows that his poison teeth is taken away, it is not like that. It may be very fearful to the children, but a grown-up man who knows that his poison teeth is no longer there, it is not like that. In Bengal it is called Vishnai Kulopana Chakra. There is no poison and we have got a very big wound. So, how is it possible? First thing is, Kaivallam Narakayati, Tidasapura Akasa Pushpayati. And Duddanta Indriya Kala Sarpa Padali Sukha Namaskar. How it is called? Visham Sukhaya. This material world is miserable for everyone. For a devotee, it is not at all miserable. Sukhaya. In this New York City, there are so many sky-covered buildings. Bring all of them and compare our happiness. See, practically. Here is a sky-covered building and there are others. And call them and ask them, are you happy like us? So we can turn this whole world like that. Visham Purnam Sukhaya. It is possible. Everyone is hankering, working so hard day and night, and there is fire brigade, it is going on. This is that. That is not happening. Here is that. Come here and sit down, and you will find. It's practical. So if you expand this Krishna consciousness from man, you will find whole world full of happiness. Visham Purnam Sukhaya. Now how it is possible? Jat karana katakha vaivavatam gaurameva sumha. It is possible simply by the mercy glance of Sri Chaitanya. If you simply glance over his body, then the whole thing happens. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving, empowering Sanatana Goswami. We should follow. Narottam Thakur says, Ei Chaya Gosai Jara Tara Muniga. I'm sentimental. That person who has followed the six Gosai, Ei Chaya Gosai Jara Tara Muniga. Prasamana Pradureno Muruvancha. Not in that by their dust of lotus feet is my subsistence. So today Sanatana Goswami birthday disappearance. Disappearance and appearance. His disappearance here, appearance somewhere. Just like sunset, sunrise. Sunset and sunrise simultaneously. So, Hare Krishna, agar he, under the order of Krishna, he appears somewhere and disappears because he is ordered again. He said, now go there. Preach Krishna consciousness. Go there. So, appearance here, disappearance there. Therefore, the same thing. Then what is the next time?
Guru Mukha Padma Bhakya.
Chitta Dekho. Now this is the determinant. We must approach the real Guru, empower Guru, with Parapata. Then, if we take this word, Guru Mukha Chitta, Arana Korima. Don't try, don't manufacture ideas. Then, if you take up that seriously, then your life is successful. Guru Mukha Chitta, Arana Korima. Don't spoil yours by manufacturing ideas. Take word from him and carry it out. Don't bother whether he is spiritually advanced or not. But take the word of the spiritual master and carry it. Then everything is guaranteed. Guru Mukha Chitta Arana Korima. Then
Sri Guru Charanirati.
Sri Guru Charanirati. Say Uttama Goti. You want enhancement in spiritual consciousness, but it is possible only Sri Guru Charanirati. If you keep your faith only on the lotus feet of the Guru, then you make advance. There is no doubt about it. Then
Jai Prasade Purisava Asha.
Jai Prasade Puri. We have got so many desires. But if we have got stone faith as a lotus feet, everything will be full, automatically. Jipusadi, Veshadava.
Chakudana Dilajay.
Chakudana Dilajay, Janme Janme, Prabhu says. Guru's business is Chakudana. We are kept in the darkness of this material existence, and Guru's business is to open it, bring it to life. That is Guru. Not to keep him again in the darkness. Chakudana Dilajay, Janme Janme. Prabhu said. Prabhu means master. Then
Divya Gyan Vide Prakashi.
Divya Gyan Vide Prakashi. What is the Divya Gyan? Divya Gyan is that we are all servants of Krishna. And our only business is to serve Krishna. Divya Gyan. This is Divya Gyan. It's not difficult at all. Simply we have become servants of so many things. Servant of society, servant of community, servant of country, servant of wife, servant of children, servant of job, and so many. Now, let me become servant of Krishna. This is the book. Diksha means from this Dipagya, that is the, and Dha means capital, express. Then
Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite Avidya.
Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite Avidya Vinasa Jaya.
Vedegaya Janhara.
Vedegaya Janhara. You should understand this. So, by the mercy of Guru, by the favor of Guru, we get Prema Bhakti. There are many Bhakti. In the beginning, we have to discharge devotional service according to the rules and regulations of the Shastra, the instruction of Guru, Shastra Vidhi. The Shastra Vidhi was said, Bhattate Kamakaraka, not Siddhin Savamati. Krishna says, this Shastra Vidhi, Vidhiman, if one gives us the Shastra Vidhi and manufacture his way, not Siddhin Savamati. He does not get success. No Sukham, neither happiness, no Paramita, what to speak of going back to home. Forget all this. That's so this is Bilima. So when we have practiced to Bilimata, then we gradually get love. That is like Prema Pumatha Maha. It's like in India, formally, a very small, minor boy and girl are married, especially the girl, 10, 12 years married. So, how she can love her husband? She does not know. But there is Vidima. Vidima comes, the elderly people of it. Now, just give your husband this refreshment. So she is. In this way, gradually, when she is grown up, she does not require any instruction. She knows how to serve her husband. That is prema. That is good. But in the beginning, must be regulated. Prema. Vidhi prema. Prema bhakti jaha.
Avidya Vinasa.
Avidya Vinasa Jate Prema. Avidya. Unless we are free from this missiles of material existence, there is no question of Krishna prema. Two things cannot go. So you are observing our movement?
Yes, really for the first time at close quarters.
First time? We are here for the last 7 years.
Yes, I know a little about you, but it's only in the last hour that I've really begun to learn.
He said in the movie...
Your paper is observer. Why did you not observe for the last 7 years?
We just showed him the film.
Huh?
We just showed him our film.
How did you like?
That was very interesting.
Yeah.
Again, it taught me a lot, but I did not previously know.
We are trying to give real life. You are religious observer. What is your idea of religion?
I would say much the same as yours from what I've seen in your writing. There's an underlying truth behind all religion. Would you agree with that?
Religion, as it is explained in the dictionary, accepting a supreme controller, is it not? So, do the people accept a supreme controller? Do they accept? There are so many systems of religions, but do they actually know who is the supreme controller? That is my question. What do you think? It's like this is British government, and we know that the Queen is the supreme controller. Similarly, of all creation, cosmic manifestation, there is a supreme controller.
About page runners. Yeah, this is whole
Sunday, what is it?
Sunday Chronicle. Deccan Chronicle, the biggest distributed English paper in this area.
What is this, Rath Yatra?
Yes.
In New York.
The Rath Yatra conquering.
Yes, I told this Rath Yatra, he
Conquer the world.
I saw of the Communist Party.
Yes.
Says underneath Rath Yatra in foreign lands.
Huh?
Rath Yatra in foreign lands. That's the caption underneath the picture.
What is it?
Just
Here. Rath Yatra in foreign lands.
Hare Krishna Swami. So read it.
Hare Krishna Swamis.
speak up, sir.
Man has unraveled many mysteries in his progress from barbarism to civilization. In his relentless pursuit of knowledge and his bid to add to his storehouse of information about the myriad mysteries of the universe, he has outstepped the boundaries of the earth and turned his attention to outer space, and at present he is trying to determine whether life exists on Mars. But even though he has climbed a long way up the ladder of knowledge, the great mystery of all baffles him still, the mystery of God. Who is God? What is the relationship between man and God? Why should man try to realize God? These are some of the questions which have been engaging the attention of all thinking men from times immemorial. The search for God has been going on down the ages because the Supreme Being is God, and to know Him is to know the truth of all things, in all forms, in time as well as in space. The destiny of man is unity with God, for man is essentially inseparable from God. It is this knowledge which helps man to attain the state of eternal satisfaction, or moksha. But for self-knowledge, moksha will be impossible, and self-knowledge will be impossible of attainment but for those divine messengers who throw light on the path of our lives. Whenever true knowledge, spiritual knowledge, begins to vanish from the face of the earth and tends to lapse into oblivion, the divine messengers revive that knowledge and nourish it with the vitality of their own experience. These divine messengers seek to awaken man to the knowledge of his real heritage. One such divine messenger is His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
He made the ground.
Very nice. He's written like an essay.
We should send this to Blitz,
Yes.
this article.
Yes.
Because they have said ungodly, and he is saying,
Divine messenger.
yes, he is saying
Wonderful.
divine messenger.
Yes. Please send, get some copies. And send this editor, Karanji.
Yes.
So liberation means Mahaseva Dharma Huddhiste. We want liberation, then Mahaseva. We have to take shelter of Mahatma. And if you want to go to the darkest region of material existence, then Jositang Sanjaya. Sanjaya. Joshit means woman. So the last resort of sense enjoyment is sex life. So if we indulge in sex life, then Jositang Sanjaya. Not only directly we indulge in sex life, but even indirectly we associate with persons who are only interested in sex life. Umsang Siyang Mithuni Bhavameta. This material world is existing on this Mithuni Bhava. Samadgaram Jositang Sangam. Therefore, we will find in the Vedic way of life, sex indulgence is restricted. If we indulge in sex life, then it is absolutely required. Then we are gliding towards hellish condition of life. And if we follow the path of Mahatmas, Mahaseva, that is Dharam Ahud Vimukh, we are making progress towards liberation. So this is a chance, this Kumbh Mela is a chance to get opportunity of Mahaseva. Mahaseva Dharma Kutu. Many, of course it is Kali Yuga. There are so many so-called Mahatmas in grace for earning livelihood. That kind of Mahatma is not required. Mahatma is also described in the Bhagavad Gita. Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. Actually, we have to associate with such Mahatma, who is Sudurlava. Not very easily obtainable. And who is that Sudurlava Mahatma? That is also described. Bhavanam janmanamanti jnanavan vanga prabuddhati. Vasudeva sarvamiti sa Mahatma Sudurlava. So you get so many Mahatmas who are declaring atheism, there is no God, I am God, you are God, where you are searching out God, the God is loitering in the street, this Daridra Narayan. If you associate with such Mahatma, so-called, they are not Mahatma, they are Duratma. So be careful that you may not mistake who is Mahatma. But Mahatma, very simple thing. Mahatma nustamang pratho devi prakriti masti. Mahatma has nothing to do with this material world. They are under the care of Devi Prakriti. Manne dhanavi janarupa tapastutauja teja prabhava balapurusha buddhi yoga naradhanaya bhavanti parasya pungsho bhaktya chutosha bhagavan gajadutapaya. Nobody can captivate Krishna by all these material possessions. These are material possessions, money, then manpower, beauty, education, austerity, mystic power, and so on, so on. There are so many things. They are not capable of approaching the Supreme Personality of God. Krishna personally says, Bhaktya mam abhijanati. He doesn't say all these material possessions, that if one is very rich man, he can have my favor. No. Krishna is not a poor man like me, that if somebody gives me some money, I become benefited. He is self-sufficient, Atmaram. So there is no need of any help from anyone else. He is fully satisfied, Atmaram. Only bhakti, love, that is required. Bhakti means to serve Krishna, that is without any purpose. Ahoito ki apratihata, that bhakti. Anarayat, annavilasita sunnam, jnana karma dhanamritam. Everywhere, this is the statement of the Shastra, that bhakti should be anarayat. Annavilasita sunnam, jnana karma dhanamritam. Anukullena Krishnanusilanam bhakti uttam. Sarvapadhi vinirmuktam tatparatena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti uchyate. There are so many other definitions. And if we have bhakti, love for Krishna, then we don't require huge amount of money or strength or education or austerity, nothing of this. Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam jumi bhaktya prajachati. He doesn't require anything from us, but he wants everyone that because he is part and parcel of Krishna, he wants to see that everyone is obedient to him, everyone loves him. That is his aspiration. Just like the father is a very rich man, he doesn't require any help from his son, but he aspires that his son should be obedient and love her. That is his satisfaction. That is the whole situation. Krishna has created Eka Bahushyama. We are Vivinnangsa, Mamaivaangsa Jiva, part and parcel of Krishna, every one of us. So everyone has got some duty. Krishna has created us expecting something to be done by us for satisfaction of Krishna. That is bhakti. So that our opportunity is obtained in this human form of life. We should not waste our valuable time in any other occupation or business. Simply inquire and be ready how to serve Krishna. Anukullena Krishna. Anukul. Not your satisfaction, but Krishna's satisfaction. That is called Anukul, favorable. Anukullena Krishnanushilanam. And Anusilanam means activity. Not that in trance I am in meditation. That is also something, is better than nothing. But real devotional service is activity. One must be active. And the best activity is to preach the glory of the Supreme Personality of God. That is the best activity. Nacha tasmat manusyeshu kastit me priyakittam. So our this movement is based on practical activity. Whatever talent you have got, whatever little strength you have got, education you have got, you haven't got to learn anything. Whatever you have got, in whatever position you are, you can serve Krishna. Not that you have to learn something first and then you can serve. No, the service itself is learning. The more you try to render service, the more you become advanced, how to become experienced servant. We don't require any extra intelligence. Otherwise, the example is Gajajuthapayo. The elephant, the king of the elephant, he is satisfied. He is an animal. He is not a Brahmin, he is not a Vedantist. Maybe very big fatty animal, but after all he is an animal. Hanuman was animal. There are many such things. Jatayu was a bird. So how they satisfied? The Jatayu fought with Ravan. Yesterday you saw Ravan was kidnapping Sita Devi, and Jatayu, the bird, he was going flying. Ravan knew how to fly without machine. He was very, very materially powerful. So the Jatayu attacked him on the sky. Who are you? You're taking, I shall fight. So Ravana was very powerful, he was defeated Jatayu, but he fought. That is his service. Never mind defeated. Similarly, we have to fight those who are opposing Krishna consciousness movement. We have to fight with them to our best capacity. Never mind, if you are defeated, that is also service. Krishna sees the service. Defeated, victorious, depend on Krishna. But fighting must be there. Karmanne badhikarasya mahapale sukadas. That is the meaning. You have to work for Krishna sincerely, intelligently, and victory or defeat, it doesn't matter. Just like Jatayu was defeated fighting with Ravana. His wings were cut off. Ravana was very strong. Lord Ramchandra, he did his last funeral ceremonies because he was a devotee. This is the process. Not that we have to learn something extra. Whatever capacity we have got, let us decide to render service to the Lord. It doesn't require that you must be very rich or very beautiful, very bodily strong. Nothing of this sort. Savai pungsang paro dharma jato bhakti radhukhaje ohituki apratihata. In any condition, your devotional service should not be stopped. That should be the principle. We are not going to stop any circumstance. And Krishna is prepared even to accept a little flower, little water, patram pushpam phalam toyam. He doesn't say, give me very luxurious and palatable dishes, then he will be satisfied. No. The real necessity is bhakti. Patram pushpam phalam toyam jomi bhaktya pradachati. This is realness, bhaktya. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Javana just. Therefore, we have to develop our bhakti, love for Krishna. Prema pumartha maha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advised. People are after dharmartha kam moksha. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no, even if you become liberated moksha, that is not the qualification to get favor of Krishna. Prema apumartha maha. Pancham purushat. People are trying to be very religious. That is good. Then economic, dharma, artha. Artha means economically very rich, opulent. Then kama, very expert in sense enjoyment. And then mukti, this is general demand. But Bhagavad says, no, these things are not qualifications. Dharma prujhita kaita bhatra. Siddhartha Swami has said that mukti is also another cheating. Why mukti? Krishna does not demand that unless you are mukta, liberated, you cannot serve. No, you can serve in any condition. Avaitariya pratihata. Not that because first of all we have to become liberated. Because as soon as you begin bhakti, you are already liberated. The platform is so great that a bhakta, without any other ultra motive, is already liberated. Brahma bhuyaya sakalpat. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yogena jasevate. Sagunan samatitayetan Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Immediately. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekang saranang vaja. Aham tva sarva papibhya mokshasyami. If Krishna takes charge of vanquishing all your reaction of sinful life, then that means immediately you are mukta, you are liberated. Liberation means we are entangled in this material world because we are creating one after another entanglement. Nunang pramatta kurute vikarma, because we are in such a position that we have to act obviously, not properly. Even if you do not deserve, even if you are very careful not to kill even an ant, still imperceptibly, you, while walking, you kill so many ants. And don't think that you are not sinful for that purpose. You become sinful, especially those who are non-devotees. They must be responsible for killing so many small creatures while walking or while there is water pot. You have seen so many small animals are there. Even by moving the water pot, you kill so many living entities. While igniting fire in the oven, there are so many living entities. You kill them. So consciously and unconsciously, we are in such a position in this material world that we have to commit sinful activities, even if we are very, very careful. You have seen the Jains, they are after non-violence. You'll find they keep a cloth like this so that the small insects may not enter the mouth. But these are artificial. You cannot check. In the air there are so many living entities. In the water there are so many living entities. You drink water, you cannot check it. It is not possible. But if you keep yourself fixed up in devotional service, then you are not bound. Jagyate karmannatro lokayam karma bandhana. If your life is dedicated for jagga, for serving Krishna, then the inevitable sinful activities which we commit without any knowledge, we are not responsible. Mannimitte kisang papam punnayava kalgate. So our life should be dedicated simply for Krishna consciousness, then we are safe. Otherwise, we must be entangled with so many reaction of our activities and bound up in the repetition of birth and death. Mang aprapya nivartanti mittu samsara varma. Nunang pramatta kuruse vikarma jadindriya pritaye aprinoti na sadhu manne jato atmanoyam asannapi klesa deya. The safest position is, let us always be engaged in Krishna consciousness, then we make spiritually advanced and safe from the reaction of sinful life. So Prahlad Maharaj thought it that although he was born in a family, Asura family, Ugra Jata, still if he decides to serve Krishna, Lord Nrsimhadev, with bhakti, following the footprints of Gajajuthapaya, the king of elephants, he was animal. You know the story that he was attacked by a crocodile in the water. So there was struggle for existence between the two, and after all, the crocodile is the animal in the water. He had great strength, and the elephant, although he is also very big, powerful animal, but he was not an animal of the water. So he was very helpless. So at last he began to chant the holy name of the Lord and prayed. So he was saved. He was saved, and because the crocodile caught up the leg of the elephant, he was also saved, because he was Vaishnava. And this animal, crocodile, he was under the feet of a Vaishnava, so he was also saved. This is the story you know. So therefore, Chariya Vaishnava Seva, he indirectly gave service to the Vaishnava, and he also became delivered. So bhakti is so nice thing that very easily you can get favor of the Supreme Person. And if Krishna is pleased upon you, then what remains? Everything you get. Everything you get. Jasmin Vijnati Sarvavedam Vijnati Bhavan. Easiest way to please Krishna, you don't require much money, much education, nothing of this sort. Simply, you require your heart. Krishna, you are my Lord, you are my master. Eternally, I am your servant. Eternally, let me be engaged in your service. That is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. This is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra. O Krishna, O energy of Krishna, I am your servant. Somehow or other, I have now fallen in this material condition. Kindly pick me up and engage me in service. Oi nanda tanuja patitam kinkaranga mam visame bhavam budho. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching us. Bhavam budho. This material world is just like a great ocean. Bhava. Bhava means repetition of birth and death.